So I recently found a way of making learning vocabulary in a foreign language so much fun that I'm actually a bit addicted to it, and I think you might be too. It is completely free and it's very easy to set up. That's what we're going to go through in this video. First, just quickly, why this matters is that in my first foreign language, I didn't have any kind of deliberate approach when it came to learning vocabulary. And while you can get away with that in a language like Swedish, if I had that time again, I would use exactly what I'm going to show you here, because in the last month, I've learned almost 1,000 words in a language heaps harder than Swedish, and I'm already starting to understand much more of that language than I would have thought possible within just a month. So come with me to the computer and let's get this set up. Sorry, one more thing before we do that. Everything I talk about in this video is linked in the description. You're welcome to check it out whenever you want, but you might not be completely clear on what you're actually supposed to do with it if you haven't watched the video, so keep watching the video. All right, so here we are on my laptop, which is not the computer I normally use for my language learning, so it doesn't have anything on it yet. Now, I am about to say the name of a program that might send shivers down your spine like it's Voldemort. Just calm, okay? Just relax. What we're going to do in the video is to make that program awesome. The program is, of course, Anki. I am a former Anki hater myself. I've made videos about this in the past, but now that it looks cool, I actually want to use it, which then supercharges its effectiveness. That's what we're going to do. So let's jump into it. The first thing you are going to want to do, if you haven't already, is to install Anki. You just go here, or you throw that into DuckDuckGo, because we're not using Google anymore, are we? And you say download Anki, and then you select which one you want to download it for, and then I go here where my download is and I say, yeah, I want to install. When this pops up, you are not going to select the language that you are learning. You're going to select your language. If you put it in Danish, then your Anki setup is going to be in Danish. So I'm going to say English United Kingdom. Yeah, why would I need to be sure of that? Now, this is what Anki looks like by default for me, but for you, it may be like bright white or gray, and you might not love that. So how you change that is you go Control P or Preferences. It says Theme Follow System. So my Windows is set to dark, so it's doing that. I'm going to say dark just in case. You are going to want to do that even if you're like a more of a light mode person. We're going to see later why you want your Anki in dark mode. It's going to work much better for what we're doing here. Now, one thing that can sometimes trip language learners up is that they hear that Anki is really good for learning languages, and they see this and they're like, what? How does this help me learn a language? It doesn't even have anything. Anki is just like a host for basically flashcard decks. So if you imagine physical flashcards, you'd have a deck of them, like a deck of playing cards. You have those in your Anki, and they're very easy to install. But we are here mainly to make Anki look cool, so I am just going to choose a deck that will show off this thing, and that is the Russian Cyrillic alphabet.
Snob.
So you're going to want to scroll past all that and say download, file, import, and that's going to be in downloads, Anki decks here. And we just say open, and then it's like this one. Obviously in this deck, I do not have any learning progress because it's new for me. Import any deck presets. Yes. First thing it will do after you've done that is show you this overview. On this particular deck, that's not very big. It's only 98. There are some decks out there that are very big decks that are like 10,000 cards. So yeah, it will take a different amount of time, but none of them take very long. So you just close that. And now you can see that I've only got one deck in all of my Anki, and that is the Cyrillic alphabet. Okay, so I've shown you all this, but you're thinking, Lamont, show us how to make Anki look cool. This Anki still looks boring. I still don't want to use it. So what we're going to do next is install some add-ons. It's very simple. You just install it just like any other program, except that it will only run within Anki. So what I'm going to recommend is just 2 add-ons, but you could even get away with just one of them if for some reason you just really don't like installing add-ons. I want to make it very clear that I did not make either of these. I'm just a person who figured out that if you use them together, they look really cool. And also I made something specific for language learners that works really well with these add-ons. I will put links to everything in the description, of course. The easiest way is to go to the link in the description, the easiest way to install them, that is, and then go down to this bit here, and there's a number. Grab that number, copy, Control-C, Command-C if you're on a Mac. Tools, add-ons, or you can just do Control-Shift-A, and that brings up add-ons. You say get add-ons, and then you paste in the code. And it says, I'm going and fetching that for you, Mr. McLeod. Successful. Installed successfully. Very good. Restart Unki. I will. And look, there it is. The add-on is working. And with this picture, it's probably fine straight from the get-go. It's okay. Still a little bit hard to read because the Milky Way has stars in it and stars are white. This is not the greatest thing in the world. No, it's not. This is just a tribute. The pictures that come with this add-on, they're fine. This one's really nice on this screen, but you're going to see a problem in a second. It gets a little bit hard to read up here, right? You can't really see these Ks or whatever the Russian for K is. This works okay, especially in dark mode, but we're going to make it even better. So that brings us to the next add-on, which this person cleverly copied from Apple and called it Liquid Glass. Apple, don't sue me. Okay, this person called it Liquid Glass, not me. Add-ons, or you can just go Control-Shift-A, get add-ons. We've copied that number. Okay, and again it says I'm fetching that for you, Mr. McLeod. It's done. Thankfully Unki is not very big, so it doesn't actually take very long to restart. Now let's have a look at it. That's a bit better, isn't it? Now we can really see it, and it just looks cool. This thing just looks nice, gives us a nice blurry background. This is actually responsive to the size of the cards. So when more information on the card is revealed, this liquid glass effect kind of goes choop and like just looks cool. You can also change liquid glass settings, animation speed 1 second. I think I have it a little bit faster than that. Spring bounce, I don't want so much bounce. I like bounce in other things, but yeah, anyway. Glass blur, okay, 45 pixels for me, way too much. We don't need it to be that much. It sort of hides the background image. Card width, I'm gonna say a bit higher. Right, so now you see we've basically fixed the issue with the custom background thing that it had before, which is that it makes the cards really hard to read even in dark mode. Okay, so all of this is looking pretty nice. We've already made Unki a lot better, but if you saw my post from a couple of days ago, you might be thinking, you promised us something specific to language learners and you asked us what languages we were learning, so I want stuff for my target language now. That is what I'm going to show you now. I'm going to show you on my main computer just because it's all set up there. I'm going to take you over to my main computer. Let's do it. So what I've done is to collect and curate 160 images and place them into categories for 15 popular languages, plus one collection that is non-language specific in that they're just cool designs that were well suited to this purpose. In the description below this video, every collection, except one that I'll get to in a moment, is completely free and comes with clear instructions on how to set this all up, just in case I've missed anything here. On each of those sets, you'll see a suggested price of $4, but it is just that, a suggestion. You're very welcome to type 0 there in order to make it free, or you can just type whatever value you feel you've gotten out of this video or this channel. Contributions are greatly appreciated, but they're not expected. And no, you won't be charged sales tax on top of that. The tax for wherever you are is included in that. So there is that one collection, the Mega Pack, that puts all the collections in one place to make it easy for you if you want them all, and that collection is well over the size limit that I can get with free hosting. So on that one, you'll see a minimum of $2 listed there, which is to cover that, but I also figure it's probably worth the time you'll save just not having to click and download 16 different packs. And again, you can make any contribution that you like, it's just that with that one, it does have to be $2 or more. And now to show you this all working together, back to me, sitting at another computer, woo! So this is how my Unki opened up for today. I only discovered today that holding Control or presumably Command on a Mac and scrolling in lets you do that, and scrolling out lets you do that. I literally only discovered that today. Okay, so something that I forgot to make clear when I discovered this trick is that it works on any native screen within Unki, including, most importantly, reviewing the cards themselves. This is super handy because if there are some where the text is still a little bit unclear because it just happens to be over a very bright part of the backdrop, zooming in not only makes the text larger and clearer, but will also change where it is relative to the background, which is normally enough to fix it. Now, I'm going to assume that this is an update because I've never updated Unki for like 5 years before this, so I was in the habit of changing the font size. Don't be an idiot like me, you don't need to do that, just Command or Control and scroll. So I'm actually going to change this image right now, and that way I can also show you guys the collection of images that I've curated. edited in such a way that they go really nicely. None of these images are mine. They are all available from various free places, most of them from Unsplash, but the thing is from Unsplash, they're almost all photos. I think they're all photos. Photos are actually not in the standard size, like 16:9 aspect ratio that is suitable for computer monitors. So I've actually deliberately selected photos that would go well in this aspect ratio and would look good in the background of Anki. So I'm not trying to take credit for the photos and the designs. Being that this is my channel, my videos, I had to have a proper Spider-Verse reference on there. To me, this is actually Spanish. Like I see this, I just think of Spanish. See, this just looks so cool once you get the liquid glass in there. Even like stuff that you wouldn't necessarily think looks great actually does sometimes, like this. So let's just pretend that this were a Norwegian deck rather than a Swedish deck. I think that looks pretty cool. I think that's pretty inspiring to me. If I were learning Norwegian and I were trying to think Norwegian thoughts, I think this is cool. I mean, this motivates me at least. Even just some nice plain ones like this black and white road. This looks really cool. Of course, Arabic is a pretty popular language to learn, so I've put some Arabic inspired ones in there. Okay, that is a lot of words. This image is a good example of one that I selected because the top is dark, the bottom is probably a little bit too bright to easily use as an Anki background, but the top, where your cards are actually going to be, is good. So and this works, it looks really good. You've got the pyramids there to inspire you. You might want to use something like this if you're studying Japanese or if you just like, martial arts and swords and stuff. Don't know. I don't know any of these. With your characters things, hiragana, katakana, kanji, is Mandarin characters. Is that kanji? I don't know. These bright backgrounds might make it a little bit hard to read, and in that case, you just want to select a darker background, obviously. For example, this one, if you really want to make sure that everything is legible, but you want a cool background anyway, I made this one for Spanish, which I think is freaking epic. Mexican inspired, and then we've got stuff like this. I'm going to have to cut that bit out because there was a real card from my actual language snuck into my Swedish deck. Now, if you're looking at some of these and thinking, yeah, I absolutely want all the Italian images or all the Spanish images or all the images, but I don't want to have to choose a new one every day. I just want to see a different one every time I open my Anki. Then the add-on itself does actually just have that feature built in. Just remember that the random images will select any of the images, can select any images that are in this folder. So they're going to need to be in this folder, and anything that you don't want popping up in your background of Anki, do not put in this folder. You've been warned. With the liquid glass setting and with these particular images and the fact that I've darkened all of them, it means I don't really have to worry about how legible the cards are. I've found them all to be legible for what I'm doing. So I don't have to worry about that anyway. And why I like the main screen to be a little bit less opaque and the review screen to be nice and strongly opaque is that when you start your reviews for the day, Anki feels like it kind of locks in because suddenly you get this like a more poppy image. So I'll see if it comes out here. Yeah, it's just that little bit of pizzazz when you start your reviews, which makes me want to start my reviews and see this beautiful image in a little bit more detail. This is, of course, if you were learning Italian or Latin, I guess, wondering why you have to learn 10,000 characters just to speak the language, then this might inspire you. I do actually find it inspiring for me. At the very least, I just like looking at a nice screen. With the amount of time that you're going to spend, it might as well look good, right? So that's what I've tried to help you guys out with here. Now, of course, I am not claiming credit for the add-on itself. That was Unking. And then the images themselves come from lots of talented designers and photographers all over the world. I've just curated this. As I said, I made all of them darker to make sure that all your cards would be legible. And I've put them all in the one place for you guys, along with instructions as to how to set this all up. If there is a language that you want to see featured in here for the next time I do this, because obviously I can do this again, I can update these, etc., then just let me know in the comments what language should I have. They are free. You don't have to pay anything for them, but you can put $1, you could put 50 cents. They are in the description. I hope you enjoy this. I hope you enjoy doing your Anki, and I hope you have a nice day, and lo quiero.